Care Bear, I think we need to start the podcast like this.
Oh, yeah, that's how I'm feeling.
Yeah, or
I didn't hear that one.
well, it's like da, 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 da. Like, okay,
Oh.
we're positive people, so shame on us, right?
Yeah.
But we're also realists, and we also give it to you like it is. And
Yep.
it would be wrong of us to act like the beginning of 2023 hasn't been anything but some bad pee. It didn't rhyme. That's why I did that.
Like bad pee. Okay. But I do agree.
Pee. Like we want to restart it. Overall in the network marketing industry, not just you all, but everyone, overall, everyone's a strong word. Overall, it's been a hard kickoff to the year.
Yeah, it really has. It's been maybe slow.
Maybe.
It's been slow.
It's been slow. I mean, it's like molasses. And would be remiss if A, we didn't talk about it, and B, we didn't recognize that there's things going on in the economy and all that's causing some of these issues. Eggs are really expensive. Now, listen, I don't buy eggs. We do egg whites. So I don't really know the difference in that price, but I do buy bag salads, the ones that are like few calories, but I buy them. And they used to be $3.
Mhm.
They are now $5.79. So I feel the pain.
Yeah.
So some of you might be thinking, okay, well, this is just not working. My people aren't buying as regularly. They're like stretching out their product. No one wants to join. They don't have the money for that. Times are hard. This business is not going to work. I can't do this. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, you have prices going up. Your eggs are going up. Your bag salads are going up. If you live in California, the price for your gas, and I don't mean gasoline, but I mean gas for the house, has gone up like 4 to 5 times as much. Also true story.
Yeah, it's gone up here too in Michigan. I just paid our bill 2 days ago. I was like, what? And so then I went over to the thermometer and I turned it down to 64.
Like Warna, you know what? Hello. So you're probably thinking you're feeling the pressure. Let's not forget also, let's call it a spade. January is the month of December, January, y'all, are like layoff times for companies, right? And we know if you're in the tech industry, there have been layoffs. Google laid off a bunch of people. Microsoft laid off a bunch of people, just to name some of the many. Amazon, I think I saw, was laying off people as well too. So there's just this like,
Yeah. I think we're all collectively feeling it, no matter what industry you're in.
Totally. So how do you rise above it, and how do you make sure you're successful in a time where the economy and the world is like just
I think that's a great question, and I'm here for the answer.
okay, you ready for it? First of all, you've heard it, but I'm here to tell you the truth and remind you of this. Network marketing companies, the concept of network marketing actually tends to thrive during downturn economies. And you're probably like, how in the same hell is that? Because times like this, people are looking for ways to earn extra money. Now, this does not mean you need to become a cautionary tale from the FTC. You do not need to sit there and go, you want to have millions of dollars, join this company and we just frolic. And we have like, I don't know, orphans in India and all this, orphanages in India and all these things. That's not what I'm saying. Y'all, let's be realistic about this. People are looking for opportunities. So your thing, if you want to like make this work for you, we're talking about business first, we'll talk about customers later. Here's what you need to do. You need to make sure that you're marketing towards that in an earnest way. Again, people are not looking to get $1 million out of this network marketing business.
They want $500 extra cash in their pocket.
Exactly. That's exactly what they want. They want to know that just because the gas bill went up, it doesn't mean that they're going to have to sacrifice some other things or have a really cold house, because they can make that money from sharing on social with their friends or whatever about the company.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a great point.
And actually some of them just want to be able to pay for the products that they were loving so much they don't want to give up. Some of them it's not even
Exactly.
about, it's like, oh wait, I'd have to give up this. But if I share with a couple people, it pays for my products that I love so much.
Right. I don't have to give it up. I want to keep going with my collagen. I don't want to give up my wrinkle cream. I
Exactly.
share it with 2 friends. Boom.
Exactly. So lean into that and have those conversations and put that out on your social media. Just make sure what you're doing is like, it's, do you want to earn a couple extra? Like I saw someone's like, earn an extra $1,000 a month. I'm like, shut up.
Oh, Roxanne, I saw a really good one the other day, and I didn't think it was still going because you and I have literally seen this post. It's the
Yeah.
copy and post paste of I'm so busy. I'm looking for people who can work from home.
Oh,
And I was like, oh no. And the post was blowing up. And I'm like, that is just misleading.
and that's not what you want to do.
No, you don't want to get people a bad taste in their mouth as soon as they start.
No. And again, you become an FTC cautionary tale because you piss off the wrong person. They do actually report you and your company to the FTC. And we see it every time during a downturn economy, during lockdown, whatever it might
Mhm.
be. So don't be that. Just give them straight what it is. But along those lines, Taryn, and the reason I'm like $1,000, I'm like shush with that is like $1,000. I'm not saying they can't make $1,000 a month. Absolutely. You can make that
Right.
totally. But the first month is probably not, that's not probably not going to happen. And
Hmm.
so if you just like, it is actually better to give them some realistic expectations and then let them be delightfully pleased with how easy it was to make 300 or 400 or 500. So now, yeah, I want to double that and triple that and all the things.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a great point.
The other thing you got to do is this when it comes to recruiting more people, right? Is please be normal. This is not a time to make it confusing. This is not a time for it to be like, oh my, you're talking in gibberish. And we forget. We totally forget. But do you remember like the first time you learned how to read? No, of course you don't. But guess what? You didn't understand any of those words. It was a lot. It was just that you were a
Hmm.
child and you did it. We've got to go back to remembering, okay, this is a person who does not know network marketing, does not know the lingo. Don't tell me about my rank advancements. Don't tell me I should stack someone underneath me and we'll move this and all that. Stop, because then it starts to sound like it is a fraud. It starts to
Yeah.
sound like it's sketchy, McSketchy. And then the person's going to just try and open an Etsy store or go walk dogs or something like that.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
stop that nonsense. Just make it really simple. And y'all focus on letting them know like you're sharing the product with friends, with people on social media, with whomever you talk to, and that is how you go further. Like make it it is really simple. We just make it hard.
Yeah.
We just make it hard. So that's the second thing. Now, here's the thing. I know some of you are like, okay, but Roxanne, we just said it was a downturn economy, and you're saying about like, yeah, just share it with a couple of friends, and there you go. Yeah, here's the thing, and this goes back to like, how do you, if you're like, listen, I'm not even trying to recruit, I just want to sell my product to people. How do I do it right now? You have to literally think about what is it that they need and what are their concerns. And that sounds
Hmm.
so simple, but it really isn't. Let me give you an example. Remember lockdown?
Yep.
Yeah, it wasn't that far away. It was just like recently, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
During lockdown, people were joining companies like One Hope Wine and Scout and Cellar and Traveling Vineyard, or they were joining companies like Color Street. And they were like making money hand over fist because we were all locked down. And when you're locked down, how great is it to get nail strips? You can't go to the nail salon and to get alcohol just sent to your door. It's so great. Isn't it great?
Is so great.
It's so
Yes.
great. It's so great.
Right. We're probably ditching our expensive $400 skincare routine, but we are buying wine.
We are buying wine and it's showing up at the door and it's amazing and I'm going to need two more. And then so people joined like, this is cool. This network marketing is amazing. And then lockdown ended and it was like, wait, it's kind of cool to go to a wine bar. I'm going to go to
Hmm.
Postino's, or wow, it's kind of nice to go to a nail salon.
Hmm.
And you saw people leaving these companies because they actually had to work a little bit harder. And they're like, no. And what I said to those that co-chair RoxTalks is this, like, y'all, you still have a great product. You just need to change your messaging. No longer are
Hmm.
you selling nail strips going, hey, since you can't go to the salon, I got you covered. No, you're going to talk about how those nail strips are going to help you through like elongate through your time between like nail appointments, how you can put the nail strips over it. So like you're good to go. You're going to talk about how it's a great way to like if you do have allergies or anything like that, how you can use these. You're going to talk about that and how great it is for the kids. You're not going to talk about the fact that they can't go to the nail salon.
Right.
And with wine, yeah, you're going to still talk about the convenience of it, but you're going to talk about the things that make your wine different. So if I'm like in Scout and Cellar, for example, I'm going to talk about clean crafted. I'm going to talk
Mhm.
about how in the morning I don't feel as bad because I've been drinking wine that doesn't have a bunch of sulfates in it. You're going to focus on those things and not the, listen, you're stuck at home or send it to your door.
Right. You need to pivot your messaging. You don't need to pivot the company.
Right.
You need to pivot your messaging.
Right. Right.
Or
Exactly.
maybe even the product. Like, I know we talk about hero product, but what are your thoughts on, you know, in different times, maybe you have a different hero product. Like during this time, would you go to maybe something that's a little bit cheaper?
I think it depends on, good question. It depends on, you have to look at your hero product, right?
Mhm.
If your hero product's not hitting the mark, I think first you ask yourself, is there some obvious messaging that I'm missing with my hero product? How can I
Yeah.
switch that messaging? It's like I won't go on my train right now, but I'm on a high horse right now with you and Grace and their messaging on their product. So like, the
Yes.
can't stop talking about I'm just gonna make a video. I'm gonna send it to Ben and Sarah and be like, I did meet Sarah actually. I think I met Ben too at that event. They don't remember
Yeah.
me from Adam, but I'm like, listen, I need to talk to you about your product. Anyhow, sidebar. Um, so my suggestion is look at that. And if price is really the issue, if it's really the
Mhm.
issue, not, oh, it's a little harder because if it's really the issue, then yeah, I think you can offer another product. But
Yeah.
first ask yourself, like, if I turned the messaging about it, would it be better? Here's a great example. If you're in Rodan and Fields and you sell regimens and you're like, you must do all the steps, you gotta do the steps. And all of a
Yep.
sudden people are like, okay, well, yeah, I'm still
I
using
can't
it,
do
still
that.
using it. I'm still using it. You have total RF serum. Your total RF serum is supposed to be that magic in a wand thing that just takes care of it. So if you don't want to do all the steps, you can use this serum and it's like, ta-da! So I'd
Mhm.
lean into selling that to people and go, yeah, if you want to use that crummy, like CVS style face wash, okay, do that. But at least do your skin a favor and use and get the serum.
Yeah. I like that positioning. That's a good way to still, and you might then get them back into their regimen when they can.
Right. And the irony is that the serum is the same price as the regimen.
Oh,
But you get
interesting.
serum stuff out of it. So but especially if people want one steps, all the thing. Anyhow,
Yeah.
so that's
Yeah.
what I do. Like you may decide to make it make sense. But if you're going to do that, I also think you need to make an announcement. You need to straight up now tell me, let people know, listen, I know. It's kind of like, did you read my email yesterday?
Which one?
That's a good question. That's a fair point.
Did you see? I did respond to you. I was like, "This is a really good email." Was it that one?
No, that was like 2 or 3
Okay.
days ago. Okay, yeah. So I sent an email out about Social Team.
Oh, okay. No,
Okay.
I
Yeah,
didn't read it.
So I sent an email out Social Team and okay, let me just tell y'all. I like to give you full transparency. Social
Yeah.
Team, our agency started something like for 18 months. I've been like, we're gonna make this happen. We make it happen and we have it introductory price and we're just figuring out like what the systems and all the things, right? And so January we raised that price. We raised the price. I'll tell you what, so it was $325. We raised it to $400. And I let people know we're raising it. So we raised the price and I get feedback from people who are interested. They're like, it's just too expensive, Roxanne. It's just too expensive. So we had our meeting this week and talked about it. We're like, okay, what can we do without sacrificing quality and
Mhm.
efficiency and all of those things? How can we take the price down? Is there a way that we can make it more affordable? And we
Mhm.
worked it out, we made it happen, and we did. So it's 347. So we made that decision. Okay, made the change. And I'm like, I'm gonna write an email, let people know. Okay, so this is, and y'all, if you're hearing this, this is very similar to changing your hero product and changing your messaging. There's a reason I'm telling you this, I promise. So
Mhm.
my email, wait for it. I might even find it. First of all, and listen, if you're in social emails, one of the great things you want to make sure you do is have a fantastic title. And my title, well, some people here didn't read it. It was
You told me to take the day off yesterday.
it wasn't for you. I'm totally my
Yeah, it
title
probably
was
didn't even come to me.
probably didn't. The subject title was this: immediate price change that may impact you. Who's not gonna open that?
Oh, yeah, because they're like, oh my God, prices are going up. Like, oh my gosh.
Totally. Yeah, I know. I did that. And then my little subtitle was like, important message. So then I basically said, I want to inform you about some changes I've made to offerings that may affect you. I called out and said, listen, I know January has been a rocky start for people. I hear that. And if you're having a difficult time, I'm looking at it like I'm thinking about you. So y'all think about this. Like,
Yeah.
how can you message this? If you're going to change your hero product because you want something less expensive, just call it out. I said, I've also heard from
Yes.
you all that with that transition, I made it clear to you that we're changing the price, but you have now told me that it's too expensive. So I said, here's what I want to tell you. It took me 18 months to make this vision for direct sellers and make it something where we were shouldering an agency that's whole shouldering the branding, the Instagram posting, captioning, scheduling, monitoring, performance and trends that does all the things. I said, and I announced and informed y'all that it's going to be going up to $400. I said, but now you're telling me it's too expensive. And I said, I want to remind you all that you are all each worth, everyone's worth at least $500 an hour. We don't value ourselves. We should do another one on that. We haven't talked about that in a while. So anyhow, then I said, I've been working to restructure it, figuring it out. It's now $347. And then I listed off all of the things that social teams does that
Yeah.
they get. I'm like, what does that
It's a
mean?
lot.
Oh gosh. And when I wrote it, I was like, damn, we're good. Do you know what
Yes, I do.
I
That's
do?
why I'm always like, Roxanne, I can't do this other thing. I'm over here. I'm doing all these things.
Creating and updating your brand logo and colors. Intense strategy call with me to map out your vision for your messaging and a pathway to spying, buying, and trying. Content plan mapped out by me. And I said, I essentially lock myself in a room for hours and map out a month's worth of content and then the blueprint going forward. Post, infographic, and stories designed by a professional. Captions researched and written by a professional. Custom hashtag research and selection. Content scheduled. Professional, innovative link in bio and clickable posts. Review and react to your metrics and performance, assistance with your lead gen creation and flow setup, and scheduling your weekly emails so you never have to touch Flowdesk if you don't want to. I was like, and I said, that's a lot.
Yeah.
And I
That
said, for
is,
those of you who've worked on, right? I said, for those of you who've worked on any of those elements separately, that takes a lot of time. And I said, the point of this is then it gives you time to focus, even in this tough economy, about you get to focus on one-on-one communications, on hosting business experiences and events, and posting fun things you like to do, recruiting, mentoring on your team, or just reading that book. I really said that. Reading that book you've been putting off. I said, if you'd like to get started, and rather than sending them to our page, our fancy page, I said, click here and book a call with me. In the call, we'll figure out if we're compatible. And then if we are, we'll start the onboarding process and speed up the process from spying to buying. Looking forward to connecting with you. That's what I did. And why do I say this right now? Because the example I'm giving you is this. If you're going to change your hero product, and I didn't know we're going to go here, but you asked the question, so here we are. There you
yeah.
go. Is let them know why you're changing it. Let them know. I
Yeah.
know that times are hard, but I know that your skincare or your health or your sleep, your anxiety is really, really important. So as a result, I'm giving you this other option. But let me remind you what this option's giving you. Like you're getting all of these things. Or maybe you're like, as a result, listen, y'all, instead of a jelly gummy, 2 of them, let's get you down to 1 a day to get you to where you need to go. I'm in CBD Green Compass land now when I say that. I
Yep.
know jellies or gummies. But like tell them why. Tell them here it is. And then say if you're interested and give them a really clear pathway call to action. They don't need to be running around all the places, but like if you want it, here it is.
Do not send them just randomly to the website where they have to go hunt it down.
Amen.
Direct link. Or I really love, and we've been doing this for our clients, these calls, like giving that personal connection,
Consult, yeah.
15-minute short connection. See if we're a good fit. No, I'm not going to be weird and spammy when you get on the call. Like,
Exactly.
I'm just going to hear you out and be a human being.
100%. By the way, I've already, just to close the loop, already three, is it three? 3 compatibility calls have been booked, and that email has not been out for 24 hours.
Yeah. So
Letting
people still have money during this time.
They do.
They might just need a little extra convincing of where they're going to put it, not in a spammy way, not in a weird way, in a value first way.
Amen. Amen. Exactly. Just giving them the values that you're right. They're still spending money. They just need to know what they're spending money. Like it's worth it, that they're going to get that
Yes.
transformation. And so it is your job to educate as much as you can there. Who just walked in? Okay. I'm thinking there's a naked baby.
No, there's no babies home
Oh.
today.
Oh.
My husband's going to the bathroom with the door open.
It's equivalent to a naked baby. Well, stop looking.
I can't see. It's down the hall, but you guys, it's still, I'm kind of semi going to behind the scenes for a second. I'm still office homeless. So I am podcasting in the dining room.
I love it. I think we've given you enough. I mean, we said a lot.
We said a lot.
The
Questions, you know where to find us. We're always on Instagram.
We are always on the gram. Hey, and you know what we'd really love? If you want to take a moment and actually go to like wherever you listen to podcasts and write a review, even if we just pissed you off, that's fine. Write the review. We'd love that. We'd appreciate that.
But leave 5 stars and then write the angry review.
It's
called tough love.
That's right. What's going on behind the scenes with you?
Oh gosh. Let's see. I get to babysit a little baby today.
How old?
Yeah. She's 8 months.
Oh.
Yeah, my best friend's daughter. I have been like begging to babysit. Like, let me babysit her. And today's the day, or this evening, tonight, I get to put her down for bedtime and then sit there until she comes back.
Do you think she still smells like baby?
I hope so. She like has a pretty regimen routine, but I was like, I just want to like rock her to sleep. And I know that's a no-no because I'm going to have a whole schedule I have to follow, but I'm like, I just want to squeeze her and smell her.
There will be squeezing. I can tell.
There'll be squeezing.
There will be squeezing. Yes.
How about you? What's going on?
I'm going to Bellevue, Washington in tomorrow for a day.
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
For what?
Manatech is having their big leaders convention event. So I'm going to go speak there. Surprise.
Okay.
So I'll leave Friday and I'll speak on Saturday and then I'll come back. So I'm getting.
Did you know?
I mean, I heard it might be happening. It was like, yes, is it coming? Yes, no. And I knew like last week I knew. Yeah. So I knew. I mean, I knew
cool.
about a week out. So
it'll be fun to travel. I feel like you've been a little
little
home for the last few weeks. So
right. Scott's
spread your wings.
You're going where? And then the week after I'm going home because my dad is having this party, he wants me there. And it's also Super Bowl weekend in my home state. Hello.
It is. Oh my gosh. I didn't put that together. Oh, that'll be cool.
Yeah. What did you say, darling? No, I'm not talking about you. That just walked in. He's working from
Are
home.
you gonna overlap with Megan? She's gonna be over there.
Yes, I am gonna. I didn't know. She didn't tell me. Megan Summerlin didn't tell me she's gonna be there. And I was talking to her this week, and she's like, "Didn't I tell you?" I'm like, "No, I would remember if you told me you're going to my home state." So, we're gonna probably have a airport date as our goal on that Sunday. So, yeah.
Oh my gosh, jealous. So cool.
So during the Super Bowl, I'll be there. I need to see Riri though. So I got to figure that out, but it's fine.
Yeah. Pause our Super Bowl day or our meeting. I need to watch the halftime show.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly. All right.
Awesome.
See you guys next week. Thank you for being you. Make sure you listen to the end of the podcast if you're still listening, because we probably have an announcement, but you need to hear.
Probably.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.